Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to do just a finds of the day video and share some of the things that I found the past couple weeks and yesterday. So I guess we'll just go through and share some of the different things and see what there is. So the first item here, I don't believe I've shared all these things yet. If I have, my apologies, but we'll just go over some different things. The first thing here is something I picked up quite a while ago. This is a filter fan for when you're doing soldering to get rid of the fumes. I got this at Goodwill. What was it? $4. Oh, it works really well. It's got a 120 volt computer fan here in the back, and you have your filter on the front, and it's supposed to absorb the fumes that come from soldering. Usually I have a fan or something going because it seems anytime you solder, it wants to have all the fumes go right towards your face. Now, I don't know why, it just always does. Probably because you're breathing. But yeah, this will be a nice thing to have, especially since those fumes are not exactly good for you. So that's cool. The other thing here is this fixture. Now, I believe these were called like Sputnik fixtures or something. They're really old ones, that is. This particular one I picked up at Goodwill. I think it was like $10 or something. And it has modern sockets in it. It's definitely not an older one. It came from Lowe's, from what I could look up on the base of it here. An expensive fixture that they have with the Edison style LED filament bulbs. But obviously this doesn't have any of that, but I thought the fixture was definitely neat. I'm not sure where I'll put it yet. I gotta get a mounting bracket and stuff because it doesn't have that. But I always like the design of these kind of fixtures, so that was a pretty cool find. I also picked up this little floor can light. I really like these things. They're really basic, and they work really good to well, put anywhere for uplighting, accent lighting, anything like that. This is a nice big one. This one's a, you could put a PAR 38 or an R40 size bulb in it. And, well, it looks like the camera's going to die, so let me charge a battery. I'll let the battery charge a little bit, and we're back. We'll see how long it lasts. I didn't wait too long for it, but I did do a couple things in the meantime. Anyway, these fluorescent tubes in the back are new. I needed some new bulbs for this lampy fixture. As you may remember, it has a aquarium bulb in it, and obviously that's not very useful, and it's incredibly dim. So I wasn't able to find any 18-watt bulbs, but I did find two of these GE Trimline 17 watts. Here is the other one, and I did find these Philips bulbs here, and I got two of these as well. So it looks like these are 4100K, these are 5000, and they both work in the fixture. It has obviously that really nice German-made ballast in it that does 15 and 20 watt bulbs. So I mean the wattages do land within that wattage range, but I'm sure when this fixture was new it had an 18 watt bulb in it, where these are both 17, as far as my understanding is. The Philips one doesn't necessarily say it, but because it's an F17T8, I'm assuming so. At the same time, I noticed this old Philips here, this F30T8 warm white, 30 watt. Not bad. It has a little thing on it. This one I just picked up yesterday, but it's the F15T8 version of the same thing here. So there they are. So some different fluorescent bulbs from the restores. Let's see, I picked up this socket for a lamp that I have where the socket's bad. I need to fix that. I picked up two of these pull chain switches. One of them has been put in this fixture here. I just want to find an appropriate cord for it and where I want to put it. And this one is for the other shop light that I like to put over there, because obviously there's nothing at the moment. So, let me see. There was something here that I wanted to share all of you. but obviously that has moved over here. So this is pretty cool. This is, I thought it was going to fall down. This is a Lightolier track lighting system. This is yet another light trim. Yes, I don't know if I put up the video yet of the little light trims that I put underneath my cabinets, but these are a longer version of the same thing. And this is really cool. For $8 you get the whole thing. You get two 4-foot tracks. You get the mounting hardware and the way to connect it, and then you get a whole bunch of little bulb sockets, as far as I know. I haven't opened it up to confirm this, but for $8 I thought I'd pick it up and see what we get, because it's really hard to find the light trim products from Lightolier. So this is pretty cool. The other pretty cool thing is that it didn't go too far. You can see it came from Lighting Supply on 2nd Ave in downtown Seattle. And all of these boxes, it says nice Lightolier on it there. So see, this one is the hardwire mount, as you can see where it originally came from too. I'm not sure if they specifically donated this or if somebody had it and they just never used it over the years. But obviously this one has the thing in it. And this one has, according to the box, 24 bulbs and adapters, which are the same as the ones that I've shown in that video. Again, I'm not sure if I've put that up yet or not, but I'm real interested in opening this up and seeing what's inside. And I also picked up a 175 watt mercury vapor area light. This is cool. I've seen this grad light brand before. The funny thing is it's really interestingly put together, especially the refractor and reflector assembly. And I'm pretty sure the fixture that they show on here is a Regent fixture, because the refractor assembly that they show in this picture isn't like the one that is in the box. It looks like that, but the way that it's put together is different. So I picked that up at Goodwill. It was pretty cheap. I think it was like $12 or something. Brand new in box. The box is in rough shape, as you can see. It has the bulb in it. This is the first one I've ever found that has a coated bulb. Usually they come with a not a frosted, but a clear. Usually they come with a clear bulb as your first bulb for the fixture. So interesting that this one comes with a deluxe white one, supposedly. So yes, those are some things. Oh, and I also picked this up at the Value Village. I've seen these things. These things are everywhere. Everybody is putting these things up. They are just the most popular thing at the moment. Now I have some really old strands that do the same type of thing, and I think I have a video somewhere where I share the backyard lighting at my parents' house, and you can see them in there, the really old original versions of these that use 25 watt colored bulbs. But anyway, I found this thing for what I thought was a decent enough price. Brand new in box. The box is in a little rough shape. It has 24 sockets. It takes the 11 watt incandescent bulbs, but it's by Fight Electric, which of course we've all heard of before in the lighting world, which is a little bit better in my mind than a lot of the off-brand, no-name brand ones that I've seen in stores, whether it be a store brand or something else. So this is neat. That's actually made by a company that we've all heard of before. And everything's in there. You get the strand, the sockets are about 2 feet apart, and it gives you 36 bulbs. So there's plenty of bulbs for when the other ones burn out. Let's see here. Yep, 36 bulbs, clear. There you can see them. They have the little zigzag filament. I'm not the biggest fan of those. I like the C-shaped filaments in these, but that's the most popular at the moment. They are 130 volts, so you do get a little bit more life out of them. Of course, all these that are out there now are LED, filament LED, or LED where they're built into the string, and if it burns out, well, you're kind of SOL. because you can't replace the bulb. So this is pretty cool. Extra bulbs in there. So yeah, that's neat. I only got one other thing. Okay, so I found these as well when I found the Lightolier stuff. We have two really nice old. I don't think the etch will show up on here too good. You can kind of see it there. General Electric 200 watt, 120 volt. Two of those. I don't know if you can see on the stem a date, code, or anything. Maybe it's on the other side. I don't know. But there's two of these. Really old. Look at that etch. Wonderful. This one has a 2 with a period. Yeah, it's just a number 2. Interesting. And we have this clear one here. Now those are obviously both 200 watts. This one says Mazda GE 150 watt, 120 volt. And let me get it behind some type of contrast here. It wants to focus on the background and not this bulb. There's the etch. That's really blurry. Anyway, it's a nice old 150 watt incandescent. And then we have its friend here. This is awesome. This is a 150 watt bug bulb. Used to be 39 cents, I assume, back in the day. And it works. Very cool. Now this is the size of a 300 watt incandescent today. Or 300 watts by Sylvania. But GE uses the same enclosure for 300 watt bulbs currently today. And one thing I didn't show was if there was a number on here. I believe it says 56. 56. So, those are all really cool. And I picked up a floppy disk drive here to try in that computer. That's a never-ending thing at the moment. I really need to do an update on that. But we're making progress with it. So, there's the lighting finds. In the first box of Lightolier track lighting items, we find a little wiring box that connects to the track, as you can see, and then we have some type of a locking mechanism here. This looks like the wires are literally just soldered to some pins, and they put like some goop in there to prevent them from touching. And then looks like we have a little reset switch, and then our main switch. We also have an adapter here to connect the two pieces, which is nice, because I don't know if I'd ever be able to find one. We have some little end caps and some adapter pieces to connect to the little power module. This thing was in there. I have no idea. I don't think it has anything to do with this. It looks like it's one of those things that would go in a lamp that you would tighten to the table. So I don't know what that's about. And these were in there too. These look to be overhead projector lamps. They say 120 volt, 300 watt. Although I think overhead projector lamps run at a different wattage, or I'm sorry, a different voltage maybe. Yeah, 300 watt, 120 volt. That one's burned out. Weird. And of course we have our conduit here for wiring it up to your electrical box. We have the instructions for that little extra piece that connects the two together. And a nice little bag here that says Lightolier on it. America's first name in lighting, or finest. Wonderful, so that was in the first box. There's a couple screws in there, it looks like, as well. And here we have the second box. And looks like we have some instructions. Let me get all this stuff laid out. And inside this box we have our little bulb adapters. This is the first time I've seen one with an actual bulb. I wonder if these have a bulb in them. It feels like there is. And what do we have in here? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then of course I have some left over from the other track. Just have to figure out where I put that. And then this little box was in there as well. These Sylvania 15 watt 145 volt T6 clear switchboard bulbs. I believe these are, if I can talk today, I believe these are also used in exit signs. And as you can see, they have wonderful little etches on the top. Very cool. It's missing one of the bulbs, so all this has definitely been opened at one point. We have the instructions, naturally. I got a whole bunch of those. In fact, there's one sitting there. And then this is the instructions for putting the this thing on. So now all that's left is seeing what's inside these tubes. I opened up the two track pieces, and all that's in there is the track with the end caps and mounting hardware and whatnot. So nothing really of interest in there other than the track itself. Of course, that's what we ended up with, so not too bad. Now I just got to figure out what I'd like to do with it, I guess. I hope you enjoyed this little video of some of the recent finds. I just wanted to get these things out of the way and share them with all of you, because when I find these things, before they end up going wherever they end up, I like to accumulate them a little bit and share with all of you what I have found. So, there's those things. If there's anything else that happens throughout the day, I'll be sure to video it for you. But at least for this video, for the finds of the day, that is all. I hope you enjoyed, and also please comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.